friends, it's me, Wayman29, and this is a video going out to Tommy from the Bronx. Hey Tommy, what's going on? So, I've been watching some of your videos and about the ununified view of biblical literature that you've been talking about, and you're right. It is a big issue, but I don't want them to be unified, simply because it would limit me on the ways that I could view the biblical literature. I'm not connected to any kind of denomination, and I'm kind of agnostic, but I really love the literature. And just like any other piece of literature, you have a million different opinions on how it can be read. Whether we're talking about biblical literature, Old Testament, New Testament, or the Iliad, you're going to get a ton of different views, and even translations. You can buy 5 different books on the Iliad, and they'll all have different translations. And even so, you see that with biblical literature. However, with sacred literature, they fight about it a lot more. So what I do is I look at these differences. People, for the most part, don't think on their own. I know that sounds kind of cruel, but you should ask yourself, when there is a difference, what is that difference, and where did it originate from? And you'll find that a lot of times it goes with the theology of the belief system. So you get 1,000 different belief systems. Those followers will go along with that theology and promote it because they're a part of that belief system. So, for example, the guy you were talking to, who says KJV only, he's from the KJV only movement, which I'm gonna put the links. Wiki's great for this, looking up evangelical theology and different movements. So I'm going to put those links in the description, so go there and look. And this is awesome because you can break it down, you can know where these ideas, about where they start, where they're going, and what they have to say about it. So when you run into these differences, a little light will go on in your brain and say, aha, this is where they're from, and this is how they view it, so this is what I can expect them to say, and this is how I can expect them to act and react. It's a lot of fun because right here, it's kind of like a little manual to give you the secrets of the game. So I'm just going to read this right here. You should look up the KJV 1611 Authorized version and see how that all transpired, and even what the KJV AV Authorized version was trying to correct when they made that. So the King James Version only movement, says here on Wiki, started back in the 80s, and there's a bunch of different break-offs even from that. You have the textual agreement movement, received text only movement, the inspired KJV group, the KJV as a new revelation. So it's pretty fascinating. And check out the original, not the original, but the different texts in Hebrew and Greek that the KJV translators used. So with a little research, can shed a little light on why people are saying what they say. And so, being an observer, I really find it fascinating. I really love the literature, and this is all part of how it happens with almost anything. Plenty of people disagree on Shakespeare. So you ask one scholar one thing. That's why we have all the commentaries about literature, because it's multifunctional and it can be taken in multi-different ways, no matter what some groups' theological beliefs are about that. Because one will say it's supposed to be taken literally, the next, which is just as valid, will be saying it can be taken metaphorically. I like to see how many different ways I can read the text, because it adds something to it. And just like I'm interested in seeing how many different renditions there are of the Iliad, and commentaries on that, and some archaeology archaeological things that I can learn about that. Same for biblical literature. And that's what makes it beautiful. And if everybody was thinking alike, as I always say at the end of the video, if everybody's thinking alike, then somebody isn't thinking. Tommy, take care, and I really enjoyed these videos. You're bringing out a lot of things to talk about, and I'm glad this is being talked about. So take care, friends.